Howdy folks, welcome to the 3D Sapiens Roadshow. I'm your host Dan Davis. So it is Thursday, April 23rd, sorry, 26th. April 26th. There we go. There we go. Extremely casual here. I just got up here, I don't know, about an hour ago, a couple hours ago. And I've moved my setup a couple times, and it occurred to me I ended up over here in this location. I'll show you here in a minute. But it occurred to me that it's a really good place to show everything in one shot, essentially. So I was going to do that real quick. Now that I've pretty much got it down, I'm done, I think, tinkering. The last thing I was messing with the chair, trying to get padding that was not excess, just for nothing, just for padding, but something that I wouldn't have to dig out when I needed it. So anyway, so let me show you real quick what all this stuff looks like. Again, I had moved my whole setup a couple times just to keep it in the shade, because we went from snow a couple weeks ago, or a week ago actually, to pretty hot. The only reason I've got anything long sleeve on right now and long pants, they're very light, but there's mosquitoes and such around, so that's my mosquito protection, because I'm not going to slather chemicals on me. Anyway, so real quick, kind of little checklist kind of thing of what we got over here. So this box right here, now keep in mind both of these boxes, I kind of got them to match so they look good, and they both serve as tables, so they're not just storage boxes, but they're tables. So this first one has extra clothes. Basically what's the word? I took the garment bag out of usage because I was getting tired of dealing with it. I was never using it, and I figured if I put just enough clothes in that thing, I would, they wouldn't get all smashed up. Plus a few other props that I use for the show. Got the food bag, and I figured out a way to just use Ziplocs as trash bags. So alphabetically for me is burnable, recyclable, trash. And the little red ice chest has salty kind of stuff in it. The blue ice chest over here has sweet kind of stuff in it, like dessert kind of stuff. But anyway, okay, so moving back over here to the caddy. This has got all the pens, pencils, markers, whatever I would need to sit and do stuff for a day, including spraying off. I can sit there and spray myself off if it gets too hot, or spray a cup out, or whatever. So everything I need is right here. So I just move this thing around. And then the rest, this stuff over here, stays. The ice chest, I have it behind this log for a reason. It's the shadiest place around the campsite. And like last time when I got here, there was still a little patch of snow there. So I thought, hey, that's a good place to keep it, nice and cool. A couple extra towels for insulation and keeping the sun away. And then the two small boxes on the end, those are food boxes. This one is stuff that needs to be heated up, cooked, whatever, which is why it's by the propane stove. And this box over here is stuff that can be eaten pretty much straight out of the box or bag or can or whatever. And then the caddy, rinsing water, drinking water. I've got 3 bottles of this, so 3 gallons last me 2 or 3 days. I go down to Oakhurst every 3 days to refill. Stream spray bottle, spray bottle. Spray bottle with soap because you can dilute it. It's Trader Joe's biodegradable. Bottle brush and veggie washes in here. This stuff I keep it because it will leak and you end up with soap all over the caddy, so I keep it in there. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the equipment box is right here. So like first thing when I come in, I pull out the propane stove and kettle, set that up, and then I put the box wherever I'm going to set it. Oh, and then the table tops. I don't want a whole table. That's good enough. And if there's no log or rocks or something to put it around like that, I can use the boxes, or I can use those boxes to be the base and put it on top. So that's it, folks. That's all you need. And of course your car, which the bed is set up inside. There's Al. We had this interview last week. That was fun. We had fun, didn't you, Al? Yeah. He still got his tie on. He's proud. But he's for air, and he's for fixing things like that I showed on the show. And he's also edible, but oh God, it was horrible. But anyway, everything else that I don't need, like all the office stuff over there, and the MacGyver backpacks, the light backpack, and all that other stuff, has been moved to the front. So when you look inside, it looks like this. The bed hasn't been totally set up. I got to take the tarp off and take the bags off the pillows. There's the other 2 bottles with drinking water. This is more rinsing water. This is car stuff, oils and fluids and whatever. Over here, I keep this handy because I grab fresh socks out of it every day or whatever. Plus it's got like first aid stuff and anyway, things that I want really, really handy. So it's a pretty big place. It's like at least a full size. It's bigger than a twin bed. And then the office stuff. I've updated this slightly so I got a bigger box so it could hold more stuff. So this has got manuscripts and computer and things like that. That's got more office supplies, binders, color paper, that kind of thing. Manuscripts, notebooks I'm using. This is now the camera bag. Camera, reading book. I carry a couple copies of my book, like I just sold one. I stopped by a friend's house and sold a copy of my book, From Ancient Aliens to the Shift, Grand Unified Theory. And on the car cover, which by the way is a sheet that I sewed with a couple remnants of a bolt of fabric that I bought when I was living in Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of Congo. Utex Africa. Anyway, and then I have little magnets and clips to hold it down. This is the welcome mat that I put by the door before I go to bed so that I can take my shoes off and whatever and not have to worry about getting dirty and balancing on one foot and all that other stuff and falling down and crashing. So anyway, there's a welcome mat in here. I put that out during the day. It kind of help. During the day, it kind of helps keep the car cover from flying away, as do these other magnets, which are actually the base of the flashlights that I've decommissioned. That's what I was looking for, decommissioned. There's 2 over here, so it's easier to flip this up so I can get at it. But in the back, they just stay there. So I don't really need that to move anything to access the back. Again, that way I can get into here, but I don't care if it hangs down there. Poof. Poof. Et voilà! C'est très joli! Look how pretty it is. Anyway, so, that's it, folks. That's all you need. And you can live for weeks. And there's also buried under there, if you saw the recreation stuff, there's rappelling gear, there's, anyway, a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so I guess that wraps it up for now. I just wanted to kind of, one other thing I forgot over here is the tools. This has machetes, hatchet, it's a couple things like that. This has got the rake heads and the shovel head, which I kind of use without the handle because, I don't know, it works better when you're digging around in plants. This is just an extra bag for collecting firewood, little tiny twig stuff that I'll use to start the fire. And then the stoinkers for hot dogs tonight, yummy yummy. And the poker stick for the fire. And the gloves for doing work so your hands don't end up like mine. And that's it. And again, I could stay out here for weeks. Just go down to Oakhurst every 3 days, get water, more food, whatever I need. Visit friends, get the ice chest blue ice thingies frozen again or whatever, or freeze more ice or whatever the case is I'm doing. And that's it. So it just doesn't take that much. And if you can get a system down like this, all those pains in the derrière that make people not want to come out. It's like, oh, well, we got to set this up and then we got to set that up and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, if you work out a routine, let me switch back here. Whoa. So, if you work out a routine, light, whoa, too much light. If you work out a routine with all the equipment that you use in particular, because of course you're not going to have exactly the same stuff, you're going to have, different strokes, different folks, different jobs, different whatever. So, whatever you got, there's, as you saw in the front, that little space right there, that could be whatever it is that you do. You notice the guitar sitting in the side of the car as well, so for musicians that carry guitar around. that's already in there too. So it doesn't take much, folks. And the benefits of being out here more than outweigh, because every now and then, see, here's what happens. I'm sitting here going, but then I think about my nest. I think about the Chihuahua next door that is lucky it's alive. And things like that. And never mind. There's a couple ravens around here that come check me out. I've learned how to call to them. Anyway, so I think about the annoyances back at the nest, and it's like, okay, I can live with this. So it's all about compromise, folks. You're never going to find perfection. And this is about as close to heaven as it comes for me. So, as Muir would say, this is my cathedral. So, it's like living in church. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and catch you on the next one.